Here we are in a fairly typical New Zealand street, surrounded by some fairly typical New Zealand homes. But how many of you really know how well your home performs?
New Zealand has one of the poorest, lowest standards of building code in the OECD. You know, we're still continuing to build extremely poor quality homes.
A warm, efficient home. It's the ideal for most Kiwis, but too often our homes don't perform well.
And it's really about asking people to trade size for quality. And we've designed the homes to be 6-star Homestar rated. So that means that they're energy efficient, that they're water efficient, and that your bills will be lower.
40% of homes in New Zealand are damp and mouldy, and that's causing significant health issues for New Zealand. We have one of the highest rates of respiratory illness in the Western world.
So, you know, at this time when New Zealand is needing to build and is continuing increasingly building more and more homes, we want those to be really, really high quality, and currently, unfortunately, they're not.
Since 2002, electricity prices have almost doubled in New Zealand. That's not simply inflation at work. In fact, electricity has risen at 3 times the rate of inflation. To be frank, that's outrageous. And everyone using electricity knows how expensive power bills can become over the winter months ahead. Tonight, the perfect response, we think, a new 3-bedroom home that, when completed, will be our most energy efficient house ever. So efficient, their electricity bills are predicted to be 0. Can all new homes be built to this standard? And if not, why not? Here's John Selwood.
This new build has a Homestar energy efficiency rating of 9 out of 10. No one's ever built a 10. In fact, no one's ever built a 9-star before this.
Can all new homes be built to this standard? And if not, why not?
There's been a massive increase in Homestar in the last few years. We've seen a 10-fold growth since 2015, and that's come through homes, apartments and also retirement villages throughout the country. So even in the last month, we've seen 6 stories in national newspapers about Homestar.
So we decided to review Homestar because although we've seen some really good uptake of Homestar over the last couple of years, we know that we can do much better and really drive massively more uptake than we've got at the moment. We've spent the last 6 months talking to a lot of the users of Homestar.
We consulted extensively with many industry stakeholders when developing this version of Homestar.
And they've given some really good feedback about some of the things that they would like to see change with the tool, and we kind of understood already that were problematic.
And what we wanted to do was to listen to the market, adapt to this changing circumstances so that we can continue to deliver the outcomes we want and ensure that New Zealanders have access to healthy, warm Homestar homes. So that's why version 4 is coming around now.
The really key change that we've made to Homestar version 4 is really around reweighting the credits much more towards the things that we think that New Zealanders value.
So we've spent 6 months working to make Homestar smoother and quicker, particularly for volume home builders, apartment providers and others that build at scale.
This means that Homestar version 4 should be more responsive to constraints in the industry while pushing for improvements in design and construction.
What really excites me about this tool is volume certification, which means that large developers with a lot of standard homes can pre-certify their standard designs.
So it's far more practical now. You can still evidence that you are 20 to 30% warmer and a better home than building code.
And also, we recognize ever-changing diversity of New Zealanders and the changing needs of New Zealanders. So we built that into the tool to make sure that the tool, the Homestar version 4 tool, gets the best result for Kiwis.
At Tilwood, we think the Homestar version 4 is a really simple framework for creating sustainable and affordable buildings in New Zealand. More importantly, Homestar version 4 makes the invisible qualities and tensions of the project visible to the end user in a way that's easy to understand.
HLC has supported Homestar since its establishment here at Hobsonville Point, and in my opinion the new version has delivered important improvements and also a much easier certification process. What I hope is that as HLC moves from Hobsonville Point to other projects across Auckland, that the new version of Homestar will help our partners deliver warmer, drier homes.
Legacy Property first committed to developing Homestar rated dwellings back in 2013. Since then, we have developed 4 multi-unit developments with a 5th under construction. All of these are Homestar rated. That's over 100 Homestar rated dwellings, and I'm proud to say that none of these have been forced upon us from a council or SHA perspective. We've chosen to incorporate Homestar because we're passionate about developing quality, and sustainability is a key part of this. Homestar is great because it ensures that you consider all aspects of sustainability, and the building code alone doesn't do this. It's great that the Homestar tool is continuously developed and improved to better suit multi-unit developments. We need to be building more and more intensive housing, and I'm looking forward to the version 4 only making it easier.
Can all new homes be built to this standard, and if not, why not?
It also means something quite special from the construction industry for New Zealand. So they will be delivering over 5 years over $360 million worth of savings for New Zealanders, and that will continue at over $150 million per year. So that's real money that New Zealanders are getting back to spend on other things. Not only that, but they're delivering healthier outcomes for their children and their families. They're delivering better air quality, less mould, and a better living environment. What a legacy for the building environment, building industry of New Zealand.
Ultimately, we'd love to see Homestar accepted and expected as industry standard practice.
Can all new homes be built to this standard, and if not, why not?